Hello, Serge here from the backyard driving range. Well, we have a question that came into customer service, and this one is from Don Klein, and he says, "Hey Don, just wanted to share a revelation with you. I have been using the PPGS for 3 years now with great results, but was still struggling with consistency. Then a trip to my PPGS fitter, Don Coyle, in Mount Vernon, Illinois, for some club adjustments, I noticed on the flight scope that I was letting my wrists fall instead of keeping them at my spine angle at the top of my backswing. My shots had way too much side spin and was losing a lot of distance. Since then, my last 2 rounds have been as if I was watching someone else who was much better than me. The results were incredible. Drives and irons gain 10 to 15 yards and are straight as an arrow. Some of my friends may not want to play with me anymore because I am playing so well, but I'll find new ones. I think I have finally found the missing link of my swing. Gotta go now. Time to go make some new friends. Thanks for all you do. I don't know what we would do without you." Don Klein from Troy, Illinois. Wow. Don Klein, the golfer, Don Coyle, the fitter, and now you got Don the teacher here. This is a day full of Dons, isn't it? Okay, so I think the most important thing that we got to figure out here is what did Don Klein figure out here? He said that he noticed on the flight scope that he was letting my wrists fall instead of keeping them at my spine angle at the top of the backswing. I think what Don was stating or saying was that if he was letting his wrist fall, and I think basically what we're talking about is letting the club get laid off at the top of the backswing. And so if you get laid off at the top of the backswing, that means that the club is starting to go around you, and the weight of the club is going to be pulling you, not only your arms and hands and the levelness of your elbows in the triangle of your hands to your elbows and back up, it's going to be drawing them not only flatter and deeper, meaning you're going to start turning too much. And once that happens, the club gets heavy. Guess what? The club wants to fall back there. The club is now heavy. It is working against you versus light, which has to stay in vertical to the ground. And that which comes straight back and straight up wants to just come straight down more, and straight down will want to therefore swing back up a lot, has a lot better chance of you swinging it straight back up. And consequently, the more vertical you are, the more you're swinging the club in harmony with gravity, the more gravity is helping you, and we always want gravity to be our partner, to be working with us, not against us, okay? And so that's the most important thing about vertical. That's the one thing, for somehow I just can't figure out that people haven't grasped. I mean, in that when you try to transition, if the club is heavy, you can't just return the club straight from here. But when we come up here, we just start letting that club drop, and the club just comes straight down and eventually squares up at impact, and we swing it right back up. And again, if you're standing here just swinging a rock on the end of a string in your hand, what happens when you're swinging here and you got that rock just swinging in a circle, just straight up and down? And as we know, as you let more string out, the hand moves less. I've said it many times. The symbolism here is the rock on a string. The club head is the rock, the shaft, and your forward arm is the string, and the backswing to downswing, and then in the forward swing, after impact, the trailing arm becomes the string. Okay? And so the key becomes that when I'm swinging that rock on a string, and that rock is, and that string and that rock are swinging vertical to the ground, 90 degrees. 90 degrees is in harmony with gravity. Everything on gravity is 90 degrees. We know that. If I hold this club up here and I let it go, it falls this way. If I hold the club this way, the whole club starts to fall. I hold anything. I can take this golf ball and just hold it up here like this. It drops straight down. Gravity is always pulling everything back to Mother Earth. Okay? Gravity is the #1 law. All the other laws of physics respond around gravity. Respond around and spawn to gravity. So again, I'm swinging that rock, it's going straight up and down. And as that rock starts going faster and faster, sometimes you can even hear that you can hear with the swish of the string cutting through the air, whoosh, whoosh, right? Just like when we got the swish test where you can swing a club and you can hear the club swing the club, or some of those sticks we have in our bags for alignment arrows. And so up and down, it's the easiest, cheapest, most efficient, consistent thing there is, because it's guaranteed. Gravity is going to guarantee if you lift it up, it's coming down. All right? And bodies in motion stay in motion, direction they're put in motion. So straight up wants to come straight down. But as Don was saying he was starting to lose his wrist angle at the top. The club was getting heavy, so now from there the club is going to be coming from way too far to the inside, hitting the ball. And so if you're coming from too far on the inside and you're starting to catch that ball anywhere on the inside, just swinging out, the ball's going to want to go out there. You can be falling backwards and start chunking the ball, or you can pull out of the shot and top them, and then after you push the few out to the front, you start to turn your shoulders quicker or whatever, and next thing you know, you could be topping them to pulling them to hooking them. It's just a whole menagerie of things. But what goes straight back and up comes straight down and straight up. And so that's why we want to do as we call, take the club away into the catcher's mitt, toe up, and then up the tree. If there's a tree behind us, the club, the shaft's going straight up the tree, and it gets up there, and at 3/4 here, you let go, it falls straight down. As compared to being laid off, it wants to fall back there as straight up. So I think one of the most simple things that'll help us all stop playing golf is, again, we live and adhere to the basic tenet of what the definition of the peak performance golf swing is. It's a limited turn. We turn with the forward arm only the toe line, and then we lift the club up the tree to play vertical golf, because that which goes straight up comes straight down. So we're playing with gravity as our friend, not our enemy. So let's just learn to get the club light. Light, and I'll make you promise, you can swing a light club faster than a heavy club, and you can swing it with a lot more control, and that's how we start hitting the club much more solid, using the club to hit the ball more solid, consistently solid, straight, and even longer. And that's how you shoot the lowest scores, because you'll be going from playing in a baseball park to playing in a bowling alley, hitting the ball much more solid and straight. So Don had his revelation, and I think, as I said, I think Don found out heavy is not the way to play golf. Light is. All right? Straight up, straight down. And that's the way God designed our arms, to swing in front of our body, straight up and straight down. Anything else is defying the anatomical design of your body to swing a golf club. Okay? So let's play our golf with light clubs, so we can swing them faster and more consistently solid, and hit the ball consistently solid and straight. And that's what's going to help us shoot those lower scores. That's it for the search for today, and I'll be talking to y'all again soon.